Hello students, in today's video um, we will see the various decision control structures which we can use in C programming language. So the first thing is, why do we need to take a decision in any programming language? You see, our program can never be a sequential. We can have a logic in a program where we need to take certain decision. Say suppose for example I will say, like, and as a real-time example I will say, if weather will be fine, then I will go on picnic. If, or say suppose for example it was, if a particular route will be busy, then I will take a diversion. So it's a thing where, based on certain condition, I'm trying to take a decision. That means it's a conditional thing. It is not a sequential thing. It's a condition. Based on that condition, I may take different decisions. Likewise, in my programming language, we need to take different sets of actions based on the condition. Say suppose for example I may say, like, a person is eligible for vote if his or her age is greater than 18. That means if I have to develop an online system wherein I can allow a candidate to vote only if he or she is of age greater than 18. So therefore that means I have to take a decision here. In that case, how my language supports this, how in C language I can do this. Therefore there should be certain instructions in C language through which I can take a decision. So at a major end, if we say, there are various decision making statements, or I can say the decision making instructions, but at a broader end I can say that C has three major decision making instructions. We have the if statement, then we have in C the if else statement, and we have the conditional operator as well. Within the if else statement we can have the nesting of if else, or we can have the nesting of if, or we can have the, which is also known as the if else ladder, that we will take later on. But in this video we will primarily focus on the if statement, which is very basic. So if statement, if we talk about the general form or the general syntax of the if statement, it is like, we will write it as, we have a keyword if in C programming language, then followed by these brackets. In these brackets we have to mention the condition. Based on that condition, it will be checked whether the next instruction will be executed or it will be skipped. So the next instruction, or the instruction which is within the if block, will be executed only and only if the condition is met, if the condition which is written inside these brackets is met. That means if the condition is true. Say suppose for example I am saying, like, if age is greater than 18, if that is true, so this if statement is going to uh, give me an output as true or false. So based on that true or false, the next statement is executed or it's not executed. So this is the decision. If is a keyword which is compiler, C compiler already knows. So this is the syntax, how syntactically we write it. Then, you know, the statements inside if body executes only when the conditions defined by if statements is true. If the condition is false, then the compiler skips the statements enclosed in the if body. And it's not necessary that within the program you can have only one if condition. It just depends upon the logics or the complexity of your program. You can use as many if statements in the C program as you want, or as your logic needs. So let's stop it here. So yeah, if we talk about the flow chart, how the flow of an if statement goes, so the first thing which you have to keep in mind, like, you can take a decision only based on a condition. That means with if, you should always have a condition. Based on that condition, you can take a decision whether you have to execute a particular statement or you have to skip that particular statement, right? So it will be like there will be a decision. Conditional expression will be always within an if brackets. So based on that condition, if that condition is met, if it is true, then the next statement, which is immediately after the if, will be executed. If that is not the case, then of course this is going to skip then this statement which is inside the if block. So it is going to skip it and it is going to move on further. You can have, it's going to stop it here, or you can have the other statements outside the block of if. So to give you more precise idea of how this basic if works, we will just try to execute a program. Like, say suppose for example I have to make a program, a small program. If the age of a candidate is greater than or equal to 18, then we will just print a message that you are eligible for voting. Fine. So our thing is like, we have to make a program. If a person or a candidate is having an age 18 or greater than 18, we will just simply print a message, you are eligible for voting. That means in this type of a program, it's not a sequential program. I have to take a decision based on the age of a candidate. That means obviously if I will be using if statement or if instruction within this program. So suppose for example this is the structure of a C, then obviously I will take integer as the data type and age as a variable wherein I will store the age of a candidate. First I will write just, I will print a message to the user, enter your age. Then I will scan the age of a candidate like this. So at the address of age, I'm going to scan it. Now is a thing where I have to take the decision. That means in a decision I will make use of if statement. What is my condition? My condition here is within these brackets I have to give a condition. My condition here is if age will be greater than, because now my age is in the variable age which the user will enter, I have to see whether it will be greater than or equal to 18. If it is greater than or equal to 18, I will write it like this. Fine. Then within the curly braces, which is a block of an if this will return as true, then this block, the statements within this block will be executed. Then I will write here printf, I will write here you are, so suppose I will write a message, you are eligible for voting, right? Or I can, fine, within this I will write only this thing, and outside this I can just write a message. Say suppose for example I will write here, thank you for visiting the site. Thank you for visiting our website. Fine. Like, so suppose I am writing it like this. Okay. Now what I am going to do is see how the program is going to run. We will build and run it. So it will first ask me age. Say suppose I am giving it age as 9. See, it's not printing you are eligible for voting. It is just giving a message as thank you for visiting our website. It's a statement which is written outside the if block. Now say suppose for example I am writing here, first I will give here a new line character wherein you can get a new line. Then we will again build and run. So suppose I am giving it age as 18. See, it is giving me message as you are eligible for voting, and in the new line it's saying like thank you for visiting our website. That means when the age is equal to 18 or it will be greater than 18, it is going to execute this statement. If it is less, it will not enter this block. It is not going to enter this block. It is simply going to the next statement which is outside this block. Fine. So this is a simple way how we can, and it's just a simple demonstration how we can make use of if or the conditional statement inside a program within C language. Now in our next videos we will try to use if else or if else later.